Uh-oh. Look where I am, boys. I'm in the jungle, boys. What am I doing in the jungle? You might ask me, Mello, what are you doing in the jungle? Nothing. And that's the whole point. You don't go to the jungle to do anything, bro. But I'm not really in the jungle. I'm actually at the gym, just in a plantation, just chilling, as you can see. But I just wanted to talk about my most recent glow up. I think it needs to be addressed. I think it needs to be addressed. This is a serious topic. All right, so I've been seeing a lot about looks maxing all over the internet. People have been talking about improving your looks and maximizing your potential in terms of your visual aesthetic. So, of course, I had heard about it before when I just started my self-improvement journey. And the main looks maxing thing I was really doing was gym and a little bit of skincare. But my skincare routine wasn't working. And now, as you can see, look at my skin. You see that? You see my hair? You see my teeth? You see my face? Look at my facial, like my facial structure. Facial pose. Yeah. So these are a couple of things that I've been doing to improve my looks and actually glow up. And I think that if you actually heed this information, it can really help you, because I don't really do too much in terms of improving my looks. I use like a minimalist approach. I use like an effortless approach to making myself look better, making myself look like a model, because overall as a man, you're supposed to look good. Like, let's be honest. Every male in every species of animal looks good. They're always the most flashy, the most brightly colored. Look around, bro. Look at peacocks. You know what I mean? Look at the difference between a peacock and a peahen. Pause. But look at the difference. As you can see, the men are supposed to be visually striking. It's just that men recently have lost the art of being visually striking. And now we've put most of our stuff here and turned everything so logical. But as a man, you're supposed to have every side of you in balance. You're supposed to have the mind, you're supposed to have the spirit, and you're supposed to have the body. And part of the body, part of improving your physicality is looking good. You know, don't just hit the gym and just expect to look good. I know a lot of people go to the gym and still look ugly. Shout out to all my ugly gym guys. Hey, nobody's ugly. Everyone's perfect in their own way. But if I'm being honest with you, improving your looks is something that's very essential as a guy, because the first thing somebody sees when they see you is, if not your frame, it has to be your face. Let's be for real. It has to be your face. So if you have both of those in check, your frame, your face, then you're good, bro. So the best things I've been doing, if I'm gonna maybe rank them out in terms of importance, let's rank them out in terms, like, let's put them on a hierarchy. The best thing I've done for my skin of recent, first of all, no, I don't want to say of skin. You know what? Let me say in general, just like looks maxing, is mewing. Mewing has really changed the structure, the facial structure of my face. What mewing does is, as you push the tongue on the roof of your mouth, like as you do that throughout your day, throughout your night, preferably at night as well when you're sleeping. Usually people sleep with their mouths open, so you can use like a tape. I haven't been using a tape, but you know what I mean? But throughout the day, I always do it. I lightly press the top of my mouth with my tongue. And what this does is it pushes your fascia, this part here, your fascia. It pushes it like open a bit, something like that. And it allows your jaw to like move forward, and it pushes this fascia a bit behind, something like that. And that gives you kind of like a, what do they call it? Is there a recessed fascia? I don't even... There's like all these looks maxing terms. I don't know that stuff. But basically what it does is it rearranges your bone structure of your face, makes you look more like, what should I say, asymmetrical. Makes your face look more symmetrical, I think. It makes it look more proportional. You know what I mean? Yeah. There's something about the law of thirds, something like that. You can look that up, the face, if you really want to go down the rabbit hole. But I've tried not to do all that because that's doing too much. Then also, I just wanted to say the main thing that you should be focusing on in terms of looking better and feeling better or anything like that is your frequency. If you have a frequency of feeling like you're an ugly person, you're not gonna look better. Trust me, bro. You have to look at yourself as somebody who looks good, and because you look at yourself as somebody who looks good, you start to take more care of yourself. You start to care more about those minor things. You know what I mean? Like something like mewing. Most people wouldn't talk about that, but it's something that I'll talk about because it's something I'm conscious about, and I'm also very grateful for the body that God has given me. Why are there insects crawling on me, man? I'm very grateful for the body God has given me, the face God has given me, so I might as well like do the most like with what I have. You know what I mean? Because you only live once. So it's very important that you keep in mind your frequency is the most important thing that is going to change the way you look. I promise you. See yourself as somebody who is good looking. See yourself as somebody who takes care of their skin. See yourself as somebody who keeps their body fat percentage low. My body fat percentage right now, I would say, could be around, should I say 14? I don't know. I don't know. Chat, what are we thinking? What's my body fat percentage? What do you think? I don't know. But I try to stay moderately lean. I think I'm moderately lean. That's the best way I can explain it. And this allows me to have a bit of a jawline. You see that? It allows me to look a bit lean, and as well as making sure my beards look good. That's very important. I had scraggly beards, didn't really look good. Didn't look like it's off. I thought, okay, I'm trying to grow them out, so let me just leave them go through the ugly phase. But there's nothing like ugly phase. By the time you've aligned yourself to the frequency of looking good, just if your beards make you look bad, just remove them. I don't leave those little patches. Nothing. Just look good, man. You feel me? Then when it pertains to my teeth, as you can see, yeah, I'm showing them. I'm showing. I'm sure the mewing. I'm sure the mewing has had an effect on how my teeth are structured. I'm sure of that. It has to be. Don't look this up. This is bro science. But I'm sure mewing has had an effect on my teeth. I also brush my teeth twice a day, as well as I floss every other day. I like to floss my teeth, and it's very simplistic approach. But what's going on with my English today, man? What language should I speak, chat? Portuguese? Bisco tafu fosho, chuputo faco shosho, tum cha cha tum cha. That's my best like Portuguese impression. But if I'm being honest with you, when it comes down to the teeth, you don't have to do too much. I'm also gonna go get some like whitening strips, preferably. Yeah, I need to get them. I'm gonna get them 100%, so I can get my teeth even more, whiter. You know what I mean? Yeah, so that's when it comes down to the teeth. And when it comes down to my skincare, you might be wondering, when's this nigga gonna talk about skincare, man? This nigga talk about glow up, but nothing about skincare. Hold on, bro. Relax. We're men. We're men. We don't really skincare. We don't care about the skin like that. But what I do is basically, at first, I was doing a very long skincare routine. And this very long skincare routine was clogging my pores and giving me breakouts and making my skin look ugly. But when I stopped, just recently, just a few months back, I stopped using skincare products, especially at night after I wash my face. So I wash my face twice a day, right? I wash it in the morning with no soap right now, no cleanser. And I don't usually I'll moisturize it in the morning. I'll moisturize it. Or I could just leave it dry if I'm staying inside. You know what I mean? But then in the evening, I will do the same thing, but this time with a cleanser. I'll wash my face. That's when I'm showering. I'll wash my face with a cleanser, and then I will not moisturize. This time at night, I don't moisturize. But before, I used to moisturize all the time, all the time. And I would always wash with cleanser, wash with like soap, it was off. My skin was really struggling. But when I stopped doing all that, stopped clogging my pores, I let my skin breathe, especially at night when I'm sleeping. I also make sure that my pillowcases are changed often, because that's where you put your face. Like, let's be for real. You know what I mean? All that stuff. That ensures that I look like this. And my skin isn't so bad. You know what I mean? Then also, there is something about your frequency. Let's go back to the frequency point. There's something about your frequency that just makes you look good, bro. Like, put aside your physical looks. There is a way that your aura, the way that you carry yourself, the way that your posture is. You know what I mean? Like, see how I'm standing. Look how I'm standing. Look at me. I'm not hunched. I'm not talking like this. I'm not in an awkward angle. You know what I mean? I'm a bit like open. I'm expressive. All this stuff makes you look much more attractive. It makes you look more like assertive. You know what I mean? And these are like extra points in terms of how you look. Then also, there's a trick I've learned of leveraging your smile. You use your smile in the best moments where people don't expect them. And also, you don't over smile. You know what I mean? You don't just be cheesing like how I be cheesing. Don't be like me. Don't over smile. Be there, be a neutral. Though my neutral looks a bit pissed. I look so hungry, man, for nothing. But bring out the smile once in a while. All these things have enabled me to glow up. And then the foundation, gym. You know what I mean? Gym. Aside from the frequency, the gym. If you're not hitting the gym, you're not going to look more masculine when you're not hitting the gym. That's the most masculine thing you can ever do. So if you're not doing that, get into the gym. All right? So, bro, like, if you really find that none of these things are actually helping you and you really want help with me, just hit me up, bro. Just hit me up. At this point, just hit me up on Instagram at The Fit Ugandan. Just hit me up and let's talk, bro. You feel me? Peace.